Darth Vader vs. Sidious. This comic starts right after the last one, with him watching a recording of Padme's final moments. He heads back to Coruscant and meets with Sidious. He questions Vader's actions, stating that he allowed in grief and will have to start all over again, with fear, and striking him with Sith lightning. But Vader blocks it with his blade, asking, "Why attack me, Master?" And he replies with, "Do not play games with me, Lord Vader." And Grand Vizier tells him, "You were sent to bring Skywalker to the dark side, but instead you let him escape. And when summoned to report to Sidious, you went on your own personal mission, where you found a team of rebels, led by a double of Senator Amidala, whom you should have slaughtered, but instead you let her go. At best, a failure, at worst, treason." Sidious asks, "What do we do with traitors?" And the guards attack Vader. He pulls out his blade, but gets it taken by Sidious, and he then starts to be overwhelmed by the guards. But he gets up and knocks them both down. Grand Vizier pulls a blaster on Vader, and he picks up all three of them, choking them, until Sidious does the same to him, and asks how does it feel to be so weak. Vader gets out the words, "You lied to me, you told me Padme had died." Sidious responds with, "That fear for losing her is what brought you to me. That weakness turned into a great strength, but now that weakness has returned. So let me teach you that fear again," as he starts crushing his limbs on his suit, telling him to forget Padme, forget the boy, forget everything but your Emperor. Ripping off his robotic limbs, telling him that you must find yourself again and relearn that power or die. They take Vader's body back to Mustafar, where he tells them that, "The last time you were broken, I found you. I rebuilt you. This time you must rebuild yourself." The lava starts to rise and burn him. He drops his saber on the ground, telling him not to use the Force to survive, and that if he does, he will know. He leaves, and as Vader lies there, he replaces his hatred for Obi-Wan with Sidious. He grabs his blade and drags himself further up the hill, and the comic ends with Sidious telling Vizier that he has turned Vader's pain into fear and fear into anger, and that he will not forget that ever again, sending a Sith assassin after him as well. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, because it's free and it helps me out a ton.